Today we are going to do turbine blades or turbine section entirely. Turbine, as you know the exact location of the turbine. This is what is our engine, right? The first part is the inlet. After the inlet, we have got the compressor section. So this is the compressor section. After the compressor section, we have got a diffuser. We understood how the diffuser works. In the previous class, we understood that this is the location of a combustion chamber and what are the different types and how the combustion chamber works. Okay. After the combustion chamber, the first thing that comes over here is the stator. It's a stationary position that is called as a nozzle guide vanes. And after that, we have got a turbine blade which rotates the compressor. The function of the turbine is to rotate the compressor. ये गोल घूमेगा तो ये गोल घूमेगा बेटा compressor. So turbine has to rotate the compressor. That is one of the important part that we should understand. Let us first understand what is the turbine. Okay. So tub, just a minute, beta. Okay, let us start with the turbines. Now, turbine beta, there are different categories, but first we'll understand what is the purpose of a turbine blade. So you can see these are the turbine blade. Here is the position for the combustion chamber, which is not shown in the picture. Okay, and these are the turbine blade. Okay, we can see exactly this is an aerofoil shape as our wing. Okay, so it's an aerodynamically shaped. The main purpose of the turbine blade is to convert the pressure energy that is available into the gases coming out from the combustion chamber into the kinetic energy. The more you'll convert the pressure into the kinetic energy, the more faster the turbine will rotate and more faster the air will go outside. Okay, as the speed of the air which is going outside increases, we know because of the Newton's third law of motion, for every action there will be equal and opposite reaction, and our aeroplane will go faster forward. Okay, the energy, that is 75% of the energy which is available by the air, is used to just drive the compressor. This is a DGCA question. The DGCA will ask what is the amount of the air which is used for the driving of the compressor. So 75% air क्या होता है बेटा, जो भी हमारा energy produce हो रहा है in the combustion chamber is just used to drive the compressor. सिर्फ compressor को ही drive करने के लिए काम आता है बेटा ये energy. Okay. Next, types of the turbine blade. There are we are going to study three main categories. Okay, fourth one is the combination. The first one is called the radial inflow turbine. It is similar to the centrifugal compressor. In a centrifugal compressor, we had an inducer, right? What used to happen? Air used to go inside over here, rotate and go out from here, right? Turbine is entirely opposite of that. What will happen over here is the air comes from the different parts. So these are your stator wings, or you can say nozzle guide wings. Okay, from here the air will enter into the turbine which is rotating. Okay, as it is rotating, you can see this area. What is happening? Area is decreasing. That means it is creating a venturi effect. So in a venturi effect, what happens is the pressure decreases, velocity increases. So the air is thrown out actually like this. This arrow indicates the air in which direction in which the air is thrown out, and this arrow is indicating the direction in which air is entering the turbine. Okay, the radial inflow turbine, they have got three advantages. They are very tough. Rugged means tough. Tough in design means there will be no foreign object damage. If some small stone enters, it will not damage that much. Okay, they are simple in construction. There is nothing. No, one rotor disc and one stator disc. That's it. Work is done. And but they are inexpensive. Very less cost for making this. Okay, but the only disadvantage here is the air is flowing into the radial direction. Okay, that is the only disadvantage here. Okay, let us go to the next type of the turbine blade. These are axial flow turbine. Axial flow turbine, radial, what happens was air was coming into the radial direction, sideways aa raha tha, right? But in the axial flow, what will happen is the air will travel in a straight path. एक straight path carry करेगा बेटा air position. Okay, so let us come over here. Here we are going to study first impulse turbine. Okay, impulse turbine, as the name itself suggests, impulse means once the force is acted upon it, it will start operating. Okay, impulse turbine, you have to remember that they are a crescent shape. Crescent shape means a new moon shape. When a new moon take place, ऐसा shape होता है ना बेटा. Okay, या फिर ईद का चांद बोल सकते हो आप. Okay, same shape like that. Okay, so it's a crescent shape. So what happens is air which is coming, this is the here there are nozzle guide vane which I have not shown into the picture. From the nozzle guide vane, air is directed at a proper angle. It comes and hits the turbine. Okay, bucket bolte hum log isko. Okay, it comes and hits the bucket of the turbine, and what will happen is the direction of the air will change and the air will go out like this. But what have we understood over here? That direction is changing. Correct. What is momentum? Momentum is equals to product of mass into velocity, right? correct? And change in momentum is what? When you are changing the velocity, correct? Here there is no actual change in the velocity, but the direction is changing. That means velocity is changing, right? Numerical value remains the same. Suppose the air was coming over here at some speed, it is going out at the same speed. But what is happening with us here? V1 is coming, striking and going out. But what is happening with V1 and V2? Even though they are numerically equal, the direction is changing. That means this will become negative and this will become positive, right? So that means there is a change in momentum. And whenever there is a change in momentum, force is produced, right? See, change in momentum will cause the force, and that force is required to rotate the turbine disk. Understood this? What is happening? There is a crescent shape turbine blade. This is a crescent shape turbine blade. Air comes and hits this turbine blade at this place. Okay. Air which is coming from the combustion chamber after the nozzle guide vane, it is directed at a proper angle onto the bucket. As it hits the bucket, what will happen is the direction will change. No change in the velocity. That's why both the vector are of the same length. There is no change in the velocity. But what is happening with when it comes and strike, it is changing the direction. So if a direction changing, I can say this is also negative, this is also negative. So momentum ho raha hai, right? Change in momentum. Change in momentum is creating the force which causes the body to move. So this is the direction of the motion. In this case, this is the direction of the motion of the impulse turbine. Okay. The impulse turbine, when you look from the entire, suppose this is the turbine disk, and I've got a turbine over here like this. Okay, this is the impulse turbine. Okay, let us say this is the impulse turbine. So when you see the air which is coming out from the combustion chamber, this is the front view. Okay, so the air which is coming from the front will have a low pressure over here and a high pressure over here. Okay, here low pressure, here high pressure. So what happens because of this change in the pressure? Low pressure air which is coming over here strikes this over here, high pressure air which is coming strikes over here. This impulse turbine are more effective at a lower pressure, so they are more effective towards the root. Understood? This is a DGCA question. The impulse turbine are more effective towards the base or root of the turbine dust. जैसे जैसे आप ऊपर जाओगे बेटा इसका efficiency will keep on decreasing. Understood? Okay. So let us go to the next one. So next one is the reaction turbine. Okay. As impulse turbine, it was a crescent shape. This is an aerodynamically shaped. The one picture which we saw in the beginning of the class, it's the same type of the turbine disc. Okay, aerodynamically shaped. In this, when you look at properly, what happens is no, the area over here is more compared to the area over here. Now this picture is not clearly drawn. Okay, ये जो पिक्चर है बेटा ये क्लियरली शो नहीं कर पा रहा है इसको, बट यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट द एरिया एट द इनलेट इज मोर देन द एरिया ओवर हियर. So because of this difference in the area, what will happen is we are creating a Venturi effect. Okay, and we have studied it from the beginning that whenever the air is entering into the Venturi tube, what will happen? The speed will increase, pressure will decrease. So here what we are doing is we are converting the pressure energy to kinetic energy because we are increasing the velocity. Okay, as you know, what is rate of change of momentum? Change in velocity will cause the rate of change of momentum, right? And rate of change of momentum is force, Newton's second law of motion. That whenever there is a change in the momentum, it will cause a force. So यहाँ force होगा बेटा, this is the direction in which the turbine disk will rotate. Understood? Here again, as I told you, the pressure distribution. Lower में क्या होता है बेटा? At the lower end of the turbine disk, the pressure is low. At the tip, the pressure is high. So this type of the blades are converting the pressure energy into kinetic energy, right? So जितना ज़्यादा pressure energy इसके पास available होगा, वो इतना जल्दी convert कर लेगा, right? So at the tip we have more pressure. So they are more effective at the tip of the blade. Tip of the blade as in, let us see, this is the disk. If I draw a reaction turbine, it will be like this over here. So low pressure area is this one, high pressure area is this one, the air which is coming out. So you will see that the air which is coming over here is at a high pressure. So the tip will become more effective. Why more effective? It works similar from the root to the tip. Okay, it works similar way. So what is happening over here is it is effective more toward the tip because the pressure is high, and because the reaction turbine are converting the pressure energy into kinetic energy, more the pressure, more beneficial it is for us. Okay, so that is your reaction turbine. Next one is the impulse reaction turbine. Okay, what the engineer thought is no, now impulse turbine was more effective at the base, reaction turbine was more effective at the tip. So engineer thought, let us solve this problem. What they did is they combined the impulse turbine with the reaction turbine. दोनों टर्बाइन को कंबाइन कर दिया और एक ब्लेड बनाया जिसका नाम है इम्पल्स रिएक्शन टर्बाइन. यू कैन सी द पिक्चर ओवर हियर. You can clearly see that at the root or at the base we have got an impulse turbine. Okay, impulse root. When at the reaction what we have done is we have twisted the blade. थोड़ा सा twist करके क्या किया बेटा, angle change कर दिया and we made it a reaction type. So what will happen is, see, this is a blade inlet pressure. As I told you, at the root there is low pressure, but as you go further and further away, you will see that the pressure of the inlet increases. This is inlet pressure. So at the tip there is a high pressure. Okay. So what we do is we put a impulsed reaction turbine. Had I kept only the impulse turbine, this area would have been more effective. I would have got the better result over here. But this यहाँ पर थोड़ा loss होता, pressure loss. Okay. And if I had used the reaction turbine, this area would have been more effective. This area would have not created that much amount of the pressure. But as I'm using impulse reaction turbine, you can see the blade exit pressure. Exit pressure means the air which is going to come out of here will have a constant pressure. Can you see blade exit pressure? Straight line. That means what it is doing is it is utilizing the high pressure at the tip, utilizing the low pressure over here. Understood? As I told you, impulse do not convert the pressure into energy into the uh, kinetic energy. It just changes the speed. Hence, the exit pressure at the beginning is same. Yeah, and then the reaction turbine starts. Clear, beta? And the atmospheric pressure is shown, so you can clearly see that the blade exit pressure is a little bit more than the atmospheric pressure. Okay. Now look at this. Whenever we look at the turbine blade, the shape is like this. Okay, disc. Okay, this is called as the fir tree. Okay, when I told you, let us go do it in the next page. Huh? वैसे भी है construction. Okay, let us understand the construction of the turbine blade. When we are making the turbine disc, we have to do the construction, right? So the turbine blade are constructed into two categories. First, the turbine disc, which is over here. You can see in this picture over here. This is the disc. Can you see the cursor? This one. This part is the disc. Okay, you have to make the disc separately. This one. And this is the blade. Only this part is the blade, which is attached to this. And the blade has to be constructed differently. Okay, when we are constructing the turbine blade, the manufacturer has to consider following points into consideration. First thing is the temperature of the air that the turbine blade has to receive is at 1800 degree Fahrenheit, which is a very high temperature. Okay, as well as we are also having a very high centrifugal force because the blades are rotating at an RPM of 60,000 for a smaller aircraft, 8,000 for a larger aircraft. So when it is rotating at such a higher speed, there is going to be the centrifugal force acting on the blade, right? That means what if I have a blade over here, this is a blade, on this blade there would be a centrifugal force which is trying to push the blade forward. Okay, and the high temperature, both this together combined is called as the creep stress. ये दोनों को जब आप कंबाइन कर देते हैं बेटा, इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं बेटा, क्रिप स्ट्रेस. Because of which what will happen is the blade will lose its structural integrity, can deform, change the shape, increase the length. These are the problems that are associated with the crib stress. Okay, as well as because of this thing, as the aerodynamic forces are increasing, it can cause the blade to twist. ये blade को क्या करेगा बेटा? It will twist and convert it into the lower pitch. Okay, low pitch बना देता है, vibration create करता है. Low pitch, you are understanding, right? Low pitch means what? If this is a blade and this was the angle of attack, it will reduce the angle of attack like this. Okay, that is called as twisting the blade and making it into the lower pitch. Understood this? As I told you, there are two parts. One is the disc and one is the blade. Okay, in this, both of them have to be statically and dynamically balanced. Statically balanced means what? When you are keeping it stationary, it will not change the position. Okay, how we do it, we'll do it later on in the later classes जहाँ पे हम लोग को detail में आपको explain करूंगा मैं. It is not a part of the syllabus, so let us not spend time on this, but just understand statically balanced means what? Whenever you are keeping a rotor blade at one position, it should maintain that position. Okay, what we do is ये disc है, suppose, right? If I am keeping, let us say A is written over here and I'm kept this just like this and I go somewhere and come out, the A should maintain this position. Suppose I rotate this. Okay, I rotate and make the A over here. I go out and come back after sometimes. A should be here only. Again, I go out somewhere. I change the position of A to here and I come out. The A should maintain this position. That is called as a static balancing. And dynamic balancing is done when it is rotating. Okay, when it is rotating, you must have seen the wheel of the tire, right? in the front. When you are sitting in the car and the car which is going in the front, you see that the wheel is going straight, एक ही circular path track कर रहा है. But sometimes you see that the wheel is wobbling, right? Left and right होता है, right? When that motion happens, that is called as a unbalanced wheel. Okay, so we want both statical balance, that means when you leave it in one position, it will maintain the position, and dynamic balancing, when it is rotating, it should create a circular path only. It should not wobble. Okay, that is dynamic balancing. So for making a disc, we use a alloy steel. And in the alloy steel, we add chromium, nickel, and cobalt in the higher quantity. This is a DGCA question very often asked. Okay, disk is made up of an alloy steel, and these are the mixture that are available. But बेटा डिस्क बनाने के बाद इसको ऐसे छोड़ना नहीं है, हाँ ले लो भाई जाके एरोप्लेन पे लगा दो. What you have to do is, since it is related to the safety of the aeroplane and the passenger who are going to fly into the aircraft, you have to test each and every turbine disk. Okay, how do we test it? We do the X-ray inspection and we do the ultrasonic inspection, that is sound wave inspection. Both the testing would be done to you in the material subject. And as I told you, what is happening beta, the turbine is having a axial load, right? मतलब गोल गोल घूम रहा है, sorry, so it has got a radial load trying to take the turbine blade outside. See here, it tries to take the turbine blade outside. So if it is trying to take the turbine blade outside, I need something attaching it to the disc properly, right? So that a higher temperature, the expansion is also taken into consideration, as well as the extension load is also taken into consideration. So we come to the fir tree attachment. Look at this previous picture. The fir tree is basically a type of an attachment like this. Okay, in the disc we have got a negative attachment. Okay, negative होता है, यहाँ पर male attachment है. Male goes and fixes it into the female attachment, and expansion and contraction is taken care by this itself, and it will not allow. DGCA will ask you this. Okay, DGC also cross examines you on the compressor. When I taught you the compressor, I told you that compressor blade are attached using what? Dovetail fitment. What is dovetail fitment? This is a turbine disc. At the end, you will see a bird dove देखा है बेटा, उसका जो tail का shape होता है ना, वैसा shape. Okay, it's like this. Basically, a small circular ball like shape. That is called as the dovetail. Fir tree is like this. So for turbine, remember that we use fir tree, and for the compressor we use dovetail. Okay. Now beta ye to apne laga diya, but aerodynamically what will happen is aeroplane is going to go forward, right? So if it is going to go forward, your dovetail is going to sorry, fir tree is going to prevent you from the radial load. But what can happen is you can still have an axial load, right? Because of the air which is going out. That axial load can move the rotor disc like this. To prevent this, we have got either a rivet or a locking tabs like this. Okay, locking tabs, or we can have another stage of the turbine which is preventing this from going out. Okay, that is your turbine construction. Then as I told you, what is happening, let us say this is the turbine casing. Okay, ye turbine casing hai beta, this is a turbine disc, and this is the turbine blade. Okay, clear beta, these are the turbine blades. What is your purpose? The purpose of the air which is going from here is to convert the pressure energy available into the what? Kinetic energy, correct? But the air, when it tries to come over here, disk is rotating. But can you see sometime a gap is created between the casing and the blade? Correct? So through this gap, what can happen is the high pressure air can escape out without going into the turbine disk. These are called as the tip losses. इसको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? टिप लॉसेस बोला जाता है. ओके, एज वेल एज अगर आपको इसको प्रोटेक्ट नहीं किया बेटा, ऐसे ही सिर्फ एक ब्लेड लगाकर छोड़ दिया है, व्हाट विल हैपन इज द ब्लेड विल बी हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ वाइब्रेशन. So there are two problems associated with the turbine disk. One is that it can have a lot of vibration. Another one is there can be a tip losses. So I need to reduce this. So what I will do is I will put a shroud. Okay, this one. ये दिख रहा है heavy mass at the tip of the blade. So what will happen is this is my turbine blade. Okay, and this is my fir tree attachment at the bottom. And at the tip, what I will do is I will keep a heavy mass. Okay, this heavy mass is called as a shroud. This shroud, it will reduce the twisting effect. That means it will reduce the vibration. Okay, vibration reduce करेगा, blade को twist पे low pitch करने में convert कम करेगा. Okay, so, and since the shroud is there, what I can do is I can connect the casing which is touching, just touching the shroud, which will also reduce the tip losses. Okay, but as it is a high temperature, you will have to cool the case. Okay, we'll come to cooling part of the case later on. Just understand that we have to cool the case as of now to reduce the pressure losses. Understood? But some manufacturer, what they do is they don't keep the shroud. Shroud nahi rakhta beta. What they do is the turbine blade that we have got over here, the edge of the turbine blade, they will make a sharp edge. Sharp bana denge beta, aisa like this. This sharp edge is called as a knife edge. Okay, and what we'll do is they will make it touch the case को touch करेंगे, and when the aerodynamic force will act on this and the radial load will act on this, what will happen is this knife edge will actually cut into the casing को वो क्या करेगा, cut करने लगेगा. Okay, but कितनी बार कट करेगा बेटा, जब शुरुआत में है तभी कट करेगा, right? And then what will happen is it will make one shape and उस shape के अंदर वो continuously rotate होना शुरू कर देगा. This will reduce a lot of tip losses. Okay, but as you can see, it goes into the structure. We don't believe in this type of a structure. The newer aircraft has got a shroud. Okay, knife edge देखो, wearing in. What I told you, the cutting होता है ना, the cutting is called as, a technical term is called as the wearing in, where the blade is cutting into the turbine casing. This increases the efficiency. How it will increase the efficiency? The tip losses that were happening over here, it will reduce those tip losses. Now it will not allow the tip to tip pressure energy from here to lose. Okay, thus it is preventing the loss. Okay, now beta, this point is very very essential. DGCA, all these points which I've taken are basically DGCA question, but this point is the one which is repeated many a time. Okay, what is that point? Whenever we have made a turbine disc, okay, what did I say? We balance it statically, we balance it dynamically. Then we make turbine blades, we attach it to the turbine disc. Then again we do static balancing and we do dynamic balancing. Okay, so when we are doing the static balancing and dynamic balancing, you will see that sometimes you have to add the weight, sometimes you have to remove the weight from some side. Sorry, let us say this was a disc. Okay, this is the blade. Okay, दो blade है opposite, right? Dynamically opposite, right? On the turbine disc. Let us say this part I'm finding out is heavier, this part is lighter. Okay, bottom part is lighter. So I have to remove some weight from here. So I will machine and remove some weight out of here. Okay, so that way what we are doing is we are balancing this. So once the entire section is balanced, we stamp, the manufacturer basically, the manufacturer stamps the moment weight of the blade. Every blade has got its own moment weight stamped on this. This is very essential beta, because when you are going to replace, suppose the turbine blade has damaged. Okay, let us say that only this turbine blade I found out is damaged, rest all are working fine. So to replace all of them would be very expensive, right? I need to replace only this blade. So when I want to replace this blade, what I will do is I will find out what is the moment weight. Let us say 400 gram meter is the moment weight. I will take a next blade जिसका 400 grams moment weight है, gram meter is the moment weight, and I will keep it over here. Okay, that is how you do the replacement. So whenever the replacement is necessary, you will have to remember that the blade are given with the moment weight stamp on it. So just find out what is the moment weight of that turbine disc, turbine blade, and replace it with the same type of a moment blade. It will automatically be balanced, thus reducing your cost. Okay, that is all about the construction of the turbine. So now we have understood what is the function of the turbine, what is the location of the turbine. Location of the turbine is after the nozzle guide vane. Okay, and we understood how the turbine nozzle blades are manufactured. Now let us understand nozzle guide vane. Name itself suggests beta guide vanes. Okay, stator से पहले हम लोगों ने किया था ना inlet guide vanes. What is the purpose? To guide the air at a proper angle. So look over here, just before the turbine blade comes here, suppose there is a turbine. Okay, just before the turbine comes, there is always a nozzle guide vane. So what happens is the combustion chamber air which was coming at a higher temperature will first enter the nozzle guide vane. Okay, nozzle guide vane, they are convergent in the shape. So if they are convergent in the shape, that means they will convert the pressure energy into the kinetic energy. Okay, increases the speed of the air. And then the second function is to guide the air at a proper angle. दो काम करता है बेटा, क्या करता है? Increases the kinetic energy, and the second one is guides the air at a proper angle on the turbine blade. Very essential. Otherwise what happens is if you don't get a proper angle, stall होता है, right? जैसे कंप्रेसर में स्टॉल होगा वैसे टर्बाइन में भी क्या होगा बेटा? Turbulence will be created. We don't have turbine stall, but same thing happening over there, right? So the efficiency will reduce. So what is the purpose of nozzle guide vane? It takes the air and guides it at a proper angle onto the turbine disc so that the turbine disc will rotate properly. Okay, that is what is the nozzle guide vane. Now, any logical person will clearly understand that the air which is coming from the combustion chamber is at a very high temperature, right? And I'm saying that that air is directly put onto the nozzle guide vane. So nozzle guide vane have to withstand a very high temperature, right? So to withstand this, as well as turbine also, they have to withstand high temperature. So to withstand the high temperature, we need to cool the nozzle guide vane and the turbine blade. So next topic is basically the cooling of the nozzle guide vane and the turbine blade. Okay, see over the picture over here. This is turbine, or you can also take nozzle guide vane. There is no such hard and fast rule that the same logic is not applicable. Okay, so there are three ways in which the cooling is done. Okay, for this you need to understand that this is a blade. Okay, this is a blade. When you open this blade, that is, if I'm removing the outer covering of the blade, I will see that there is a small pipe coming like this, and this pipe is going like this, covering the entire region of the blade, not the tip, from the backward side. Okay, from the behind it is coming like this. So what is basically happening is air, that is cold air, is coming over here. Now you should ask me from where the cold air will come, right? So the this cold air is basically taken from the compressor section. Yes beta, compressor section. That means relatively this is at a very high temperature. Okay, but turbine temperature is 1800 Fahrenheit. If I send the air which is at an 800 Fahrenheit, the temperature is quite come, right? Very less compared to that. So we can send a lower temperature air over here and it will pass into this region. As it is passing, you can understand that in this area, that is in this area, cold air is available, right? So here the cooling is done by convection. Okay, convection, this area, convection. Then suppose I draw it over here again. The same blade, if I look from the front, it will look something like this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am passing the cold air in this area. So the cooling of this area is done by convection. Okay, then what convection you already know, right? Movement of the heat molecules, energy molecule from one place to another is called as the convection, right? Convection, radiation, conduction, three types of heat transfer are available, right? So what will happen is when the air is moving from here, convection is taking place because the molecule itself is moving. Okay, we don't need to do it, you already know it, right? At the front we have got a small port. What happens is because of this small port, the air which is coming from the tube, okay, it will be directed like this, and it goes and hits the tip of the blade. This type of cooling is called as the impingement cooling. Understood what is impingement cooling? Convection, when you pass the air into the tube, okay, the type of the heat energy exchange that take place is because of the convection. Then we have a narrow holes. From this hole, the cold air will come and hits the tip of the blade like this, leading edge. Okay, that type of the cooling is called as the impingement cooling. And what we can do is we can have small pores. If you look at the picture of the nozzle guide vane, after this class, what you do is Google search the nozzle guide vane's picture. You will find out that the see not necessary also. यहाँ पे देखो बेटा already है. You can see there are small what drilled holes over here. Correct. Through this drilled hole, what will happen is the air will come out and it will form the layer of a cold air on the blade like this. Understanding it? It comes out and forms a small layer of a cold air. That means what? The exhaust gas, sorry, not exhaust gas, the air which is coming from the combustion chamber, which is at a high temperature, does not actually come in contact with the blade. It comes in contact with this cold air. Understood? This type of cooling, which is making a film, is called as a film cooling. Very important. DGC has asked question on all three of them. Okay, what are the three types of the cooling in the nozzle guide vane, or you can say turbine also. I've written here nozzle, but it is also related to turbine also. For both of them, this same logic is applicable. There are three ways in which we can cool the blade. First one is the convection, then impingement, and then the film cooling. In a convection, what is happening is we are passing the cold air to the narrow tubes, and since the molecules are moving, they will exchange the heat. बाहर का heat वो खुद ले लेगा और खुद क्या हो जाएगा बेटा गर्म हो जाएगा. Okay, that how the cooling will take place. Hence, it is called as the convection. Method of heat transfer is convection. Impingement, when the air comes and hits the leading edge of the blade from inside, that is called as the impingement, and the film is, it forms a layer of the cold air on the blade, that is called as the film cooling. Okay, and the last part of today's class is the turbine case cooling. As I have told you, let us say this was the turbine disc. Okay, this is the turbine blade. What I have told you, that to balance it, that is to avoid the vibration and to reduce the tip losses, we need to keep a shroud here. Okay, but even if we keep a shroud, what can happen is, because of the movement, it can create a gap over here and there can still be the loss of the pressure at the tip. So what we do is, the case uh, is having a double layer. What we do is, inside the case, we send in the cold air. Okay, so you can understand what will happen. If there is a cold air, this will contract. Contract means reducing the diameter and it will try to come down. Understood? Clear? And because of the radial, it is trying to go up. So you can understand what I'm trying to say. Cold air over here is trying to make the case as small as possible. Okay, radial load is trying to take it as up as possible. So what will happen is, the shroud will actually come in contact with the case. That is what is called as a turbine case cooling. When you cool the case of a turbine disc, turbine section, so that the case comes in contact with the shroud. Okay, and shroud and you contact means, but it is not creating a friction, it is just touching. Okay, just एकदम touch हो रहा है, rarely touch हो रहा है, ऐसा connection हो जाता है बेटा. That means it is just in contact, not actually having a friction over there. Okay, just very light physical contact. Okay, that type of connection is called that type of a cool layer is called as a turbine case cooling. Okay, the pictures are taken from the trigger, as well as Google पे search करके लिया हुआ है बेटा picture. Content has been done by taken from the trigger also, as well as whatever experience I have got from so many other books I have read and so many classes I have conducted and practically what I have seen. Okay, so what you have to remember over here is that whatever we do over here is just a basic. Okay, when you go into the actual aircraft, you will find out there are a lot of different things that are going to come over here. Okay, that concludes this section. Do you have any doubt? I'm unmuting you, beta. You can ask the